Meditation and Spiritual Life, Swami Yatiswarananda, plea for religious toleration and harmony, but it is not given to all to realize this great ideal of synthesis and acceptance. Devotees with a strongly sectarian bias very often hold that salvation lies only through the worship of their particular deity or incarnation, or through devotion to their formless or personal God who delivers his message to mankind only through certain prophets or teachers. But side by side with men of circumscribed vision, there are liberal souls who, while they yield to none in their love and faith for their chosen ideal, look upon all divine personalities as manifestations of the same truth. I make no difference in substance between Shiva, the Supreme Lord of the universe, and Vishnu, its inmost self. But still, may my devotion be directed to Shiva. Bhartrihari in Vairagya Shatakam. A comparatively modern verse goes further and speaks of this underlying harmony in the clearest terms. Whether the highest being is called Vishnu or Shiva, Brahma or Indra, sun or moon, Buddha or the perfect Mahavir, I always offer my salutations to him alone who is free from attachment and hatred, from worldliness and ignorance, who is endowed with purity and compassion and is possessed of all noble attributes. Thus, the conception of unity behind diversity has been a fundamental fact in the Hindu religious consciousness all along its unbroken course. An idea that was very positively proclaimed by Manu: one ought to know the Supreme Spirit who is the ruler of all. Subtler than the subtlest of resplendent glory and capable of being realized only by meditation. Some call him Agni, adorable, others call him Manu, thinker, and others Prajapati, lord of creatures. Some again call him Indra, the glorious, others Prana, the source of life, and still others the eternal Brahma, the great. Manusmriti. Persons. So, before going that, whether it's Vairagya Shatakam, whether it's Manusmriti, or here we saw Ekam Sad Vipra Bahuda Vadanti. So all these scriptural context is there, which clearly establishes the Hindu concept that I may worship Shiva, but if you are worshipping Hanuman, it is one and the same. Mine is higher, yours is lower. No. That differentiation, it's not there in our blood. It is actually, we see from these quotations, the ideas are so clearly expressed in these beautiful texts of our heritage. So, only, as the author is telling, those devotees who have that sectarian, who have that fanatical flair that my watch is correct, yours is not. They only claim and fight that only my God and my Prophet can give salvation, can give you heaven, can give you glory, and if you are not following, you'll go to hell, and it is my duty to bring you into my fold, and all those things. As an Hindu, these things do not suit us because our traditions are very clear. Persons who cannot rise above the idea of multiplicity. What is multiplicity? Again, same thing. That the same idea can be uh, expressed and um, perceived through different multiple forms, who cannot rise above the idea of multiplicity and limitations, understand by the terms Agni, etc., only the different gods. But those who can take a higher view mean by them the different aspects or attributes of the same divine being. Truly speaking, there have been monotheistic and monistic interpretations who have always considered the various names to be different attributes of the one and the same God. And in this respect, the commentator of the Vishnu Sahasranama has little difference with the monotheistic interpretations of the modern Arya Samaj. Indeed, if the personal, whatever be its name or form, be it a god or an incarnation, be regarded as an expression of the impersonal, then in the common worship of this personal, impersonal, or the impersonal personal being, the followers of all religions and creeds may join their hands and hearts. And special stress should be laid in modern times on the recognition of this universal aspect of the divine being, so that it may serve as the great bond for uniting the truly religious minded in all lands and climes, and for making them work together for the common weal in a spirit of brotherhood and fellowship, service and cooperation. May He, the one without a second, who, through formless and without any purpose of His own, produces various forms by means of His manifold power, from whom the universe comes into being in the beginning of creation and to whom it returns in the end, endow us with good thoughts. Shvetashvatara Upanishad. Again, very clear, the Upanishads, the Vedanta, the knowledge portion of the Vedas is also telling that He is one without a second, but has multifold powers, from whom the universe comes into being in the beginning and to whom it returns. So, endow us with good thoughts. So, this personal and impersonal is again merging into one, as if